Retail rundown, they're closing their doors. Big box retailers are clearly in trouble. Now, to say that what I deliver to you guys daily doesn't affect everybody is false. It's just that store closures, all of these companies filing for bankruptcy and layoffs in different markets and sectors may not have reached your area yet. Either that or you're not ready to face the truth.
Old Navy's 3-story flagship store on Market Street has been a retail destination downtown for more than 20 years. But now it's set to close its doors July 1st.
I used to shop at Old Navy a lot when they first opened.
This shopper, Arthur Campbell, says he's noticed a decrease in customers at the store.
Since the pandemic, I've noticed that it has been a slight difference on everything because of the economy's gone down since then.
The Old Navy closure is just the latest in a string of San Francisco retailers that are closing on Market Street, including the Westfield Center's Banana Republic and Nordstrom, as well as Nordstrom Rack and Anthropologie.
We watched shoppers walk up to the doors.
It was a total shock and surprise.
Really sad.
See the closed sign and turn back around.
It's closed forever.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Walmart Neighborhood Market in Overland Park, Kansas has been closed for good.
Never in a million years I'd think this would close or see a Walmart closing. Right. And why?
It was just Walmart. Walmart's been around my whole life, and you go to Walmart for things you need. So you don't think twice about it being open or closed.
It's one of at least 20 underperforming stores nationwide. The company says it is shuttering this year, including 4 in Chicago.
Now you gotta wonder, right? What the heck is happening here? These are stores that some of us grew up on, and they're starting to close up shops? Like, what? And the thing is, like, even with the health crisis effectively behind us in some way, some capacity, more stores continue to either close up branches or file for bankruptcy altogether. And it's even worse for companies who aren't like Walmart and Target, who also carry essentials, stuff like food, drinks, and whatnot. Now, we're also seeing big box retail stores closing up unlike we've ever seen before. This is a little odd. I mean, let's start with Bed Bath & Beyond. I mean, this place has been at best shaky, and y'all know that they filed for bankruptcy some time ago, right? In the past year, they've closed, I think, around 400 stores already? I mean, just think about that for a second. 400 stores. Now, if anybody tries to tell you that things are much better in 2023, share this video with them. And hey, you're also free to drop a like and also subscribe, all right? I appreciate the support, you guys. Now, going back to Bed Bath & Beyond, one company's loss is gain for another, as Dream On Me, the company that bought Bye Bye Baby's intellectual property, also got 11 of their store leases at auction.
Bye Bye Baby? Well, it's getting a new lease on life. CNBC has learned that the group that bought the rights to the name plans to reopen 11 of the stores as soon as this fall, with many more, potentially at least, to come.
The operators that bought the Bye Bye Baby trademark at auction, they realized that doing it online only isn't really going to work. You know, it's going to be really hard to differentiate themselves against all of the other retailers online, Amazon, Walmart, Target, that all sell baby goods. So once they had finished up the closing, got the trademark, got all the data, they decided we're going to start with reopening 11 stores.
Next up, we got Party City. Now, you guys remember when they filed for bankruptcy early this year, right? So the problem was that a lot of us had to cancel in-person parties, which effectively cut the need for their services. I mean, that's just a big part of the retail apocalypse that the health crisis has brought upon us, right?
Think of Party City like this balloon from one of its stores. When it IPO'd in 2015, the company was floating. Now, not so much. Shares are down 99%, and the company has filed for bankruptcy. Party City's downfall was caused by a unique set of circumstances: changing consumer behaviors, inflation, and ballooning helium prices.
But on that note, did any of you guys have a party recently? It looks like more and more Americans are switching things up by having smaller, more modest parties that could be held at home, which is yet another signal that consumers are undoubtedly struggling. And while there's a lot of sneakerheads across our country, is it any surprise that Shoe City filed for bankruptcy recently? This isn't a store that just opened, by the way. They've been in the business for 74 years. I mean, man, and still, they just couldn't avoid the inevitability of this, how do I call our economy, like crumbling economy? Like, does that sound accurate? Like, how about collapsing economy? I don't know. You know what though? You tell me what you think in the comment section down below. By the way, if you guys own a home, make sure your home is protected. Get your free home warranty quote. There's a link in the description down below. Now, here's another one, Christmas tree shops. So back in May, they filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Now, as a lot of you guys probably already know, Chapter 11 is designed to reorganize a company's debt and hopefully tries to keep the business open without defaulting on debt together with their day-to-day operations. Well, a judge here in our country just changed their Chapter 11 bankruptcy to a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what the heck does this mean, Ron? Well, Chapter 7 is basically liquidation, where they're now having to sell their assets so that they can basically pay their creditors, which means that they're also for sure going to lose property, that is, if they even have any.
Christmas Tree Shops is reportedly planning to liquidate their assets and close all 90 of their remaining stores. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. Creditors recently gave the company $45 million with the hope that it could reorganize, but sales are still falling and they can't pay their loan. There are more than a dozen Christmas Tree Shops in Massachusetts.
All of these companies falling from their once high prestige really isn't surprising though. I mean, I've been telling you guys about this for quite some time now, which brings me to my next point, layoffs. Now, no one's safe under these economic conditions. Do you agree? Well, unless of course you're a lawmaker in office, then I digress. But almost everybody's not safe from lawmakers under these, how do I say, tumultuous economic conditions? Yeah, that probably fits pretty well. I guess it's pretty easy to see why consumers are so hesitant to buy in these stores, right? Because they're not completely assured of tomorrow's paycheck. And sure, the cash flow may be the same, but the value of the dollar, maybe not so much, which ultimately means that only stores that sell the basics that we're in need of are going to be able to survive this. Because like if we go back to like 2009, which let's face it, may be remembered as the good old times compared to these last few years that we've had, right? Back then, many businesses also folded and the markets were very similar. Some were in construction, there were others in the restaurant business, gyms also went down for the count. So basically anything that, we didn't desperately need. It's not like food or water, right? And before I get any kind of smart comments, I know that the restaurant business offers these products, but they're not selling it for the cheap, You need to make a profit. They need to make a profit. I get that. But what I don't understand though is why nothing is being done when it comes to like why some of these retailers are forced to raise their prices. I mean, it's a huge reason for why some stores are closing. Now, I'll give you guys a chance to, think of this reason, but I have a feeling you already know. And yes, it's theft.
Retail theft is rampant in San Francisco. We walked into a store and easily spotted and recorded shoplifters in action. Now some retailers are going to new lengths to protect their products.
Wait, that guy knew that there was a camera behind him, right? Like there was a light and everything. Is it seriously this bad now that they're willing to do all of this while being clearly recorded by a TV crew? Wow. So what's the plan to try to stop all this?
The workers and customers here at this Walgreens say that they are frustrated at the amount of rampant theft that goes on. And now the shop, as you said, has taken the somewhat unprecedented step of simply chaining off an area there. That is their latest attempt to try to thwart the thieves. Now, this Walgreens has taken a drastic step, chaining up the refrigerated and frozen foods. The only way to get any items inside, ringing for assistance. Customers say they're frustrated that it's come to this.
What do you guys think about this? Are we really stepping into better times, or is this proof of yet another depression? A Great Depression, mind you. One that's only being made worse by, I don't know, policies that don't generally work for many of us. Make sure you guys share your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one.